What's up everyone, my name is Shadowrunner and welcome back to my walkthrough of the First Berserker Khazan. Today we're steeling ourselves for a particularly demanding journey, the Veil Knives mission. This mission takes us deep into the Nadin Quarry, a treacherous area controlled by the Knivesveil. Our primary objective is to confront their leader, Maluca. This is a lengthy and challenging undertaking, pulling no punches from the very start until the challenging boss at its end. In this video, I'll be guiding you step by step through every treacherous passage of the Nadin Quarry. I'll cover enemy strategies, point out key items including the Soulstones and the Jarling, but most importantly, I'll break down exactly how to defeat Maluca. This mission will be a true test of skill and endurance, making the eventual victory all the more satisfying. With all of that said, let's dive in. As the mission begins, you'll find yourself on a winding path. Follow it all the way until you spot the First Blade Nexus. You'll also see Tristan standing nearby. Have a quick chat with him if you wish for a bit more context on what the Emperor and the Knivesveils are doing in this region. Then we press onward. Following the pathway from the Blade Nexus, you'll come to a large wooden structure. We need to head down these ramps and almost immediately you'll run into an undead swordsman. Remember to strike the body once again after you kill it to prevent them from resurrecting. As you move forward, you will come to an area with an archer and two more skeletons. There is also a lightning resistance elixir to your right. As we are moving through this area, I really recommend that you guys unlock the Rest in Peace Javelin passive, as this prevents undead enemies from resurrecting. It's especially useful against ranged enemies. As you continue along the main path, you will come to a ladder. Go ahead and descend it. Now brace yourselves. Here, a renowned Spellblade shadow is going to come around the corner. This enemy is a significant step up in difficulty. Their main threat comes from their ability to imbue their rapier with lightning and cast various lightning spells. If that lightning status effect builds up on you, your stamina gauge will go haywire. The key here is to be aggressive but smart. Look for opportunities to use a well-timed brink guard. It also has a burst attack, so be ready to counter it. After defeating this enemy, move to the back and turn right. Here you will find a small enclosed area with a poison enhancer. Continuing forward, you will come to an open area with a corpse in the center that contains some soul tier dust. In the distance, you should also spot an undead summoner, a new enemy type. Make these guys your priority as they will continue to summon more undead foes until they are killed. Once defeated, collect the soul tiers. Keep pushing forward and you will encounter an undead assassin. It will be invisible initially, but you will be able to see its footsteps as it approaches. Once it gets close enough, it will reveal itself. That's your cue to engage it and take it down. As a note, if you have the Coward's Lantern from Dungeon, it will also help reveal them. With the assassin dealt with, keep moving forward until you see another Blade Nexus to your left. From this Blade Nexus, head back down the steps and follow the trail left. Continue following this trail and it'll lead you to a graveyard. You will see a corpse on the left with a soul tier shard and a blue item on your right that is a concentrated fire essence. Be warned, as you step out into this area, undead will come out of the ground. Take care of them, but be prepared for more to appear. There will also be an undead summoner here. This summoner is your absolute top priority. If you don't take them out, they'll just keep resurrecting every other undead in the area. Once the summoner is gone, you can mop up the remaining undead and loot the item and the corpse, but don't leave the graveyard just yet. Before moving on, there will be a wooden structure with a staircase leading up to it. Go ahead and ascend it to find a chest with more items. Alright, after thoroughly clearing the graveyard, our path takes us towards another large wooden structure. You will come to an area with a large splatter of blood in the center. If you turn left, you will see a ladder that you can kick down, creating a shortcut to the second blade Nexus. Once you are ready, climb back up the ladder and continue following the path which leads to another ladder. Ahead you will find another invisible undead assassin. Past this assassin, you will see a bridge. Across from it, your foe awaits you, an elite renowned Spellblade Shadow. His moveset is the same as the previous non-elite version of this enemy that we fought earlier. However, this one imbues his weapon with ice, which can cause frostbite, slowing you down if you incur sufficient damage. Do not fight this enemy on the bridge. Instead, pull back to where you fought the assassin to make use of the corner to get distance from him and to use it as a barrier for his ice projectile attacks. Moving onward, go ahead and cross the bridge. Climb a ladder and follow the path to reach an area with our favorite enemy type, spiders. As you enter this area, follow the left wall to receive an earth enhancer. Ahead you will encounter a large spider with several other smaller spiders near it. Use your javelin to inflict damage on the large one, then take care of the smaller ones. In the distance, you will see a large pot-belly spider. This spider gives birth to the smaller exploding spiders, so it's very important that you run at it and kill it as soon as possible. Once defeated, collect the purple item near it. Now from where the pot-belly spider was, look down and to your right and you will see our first Soulstone. Go ahead and destroy it. From this position, you can drop down and attack the large spider below. Now carefully, follow the right wall around the corner here. Be vigilant as 3 exploding spiders are patrolling this area. Ahead, you will find the man-eating spider scroll, which allows us to craft the Devourer of Darkness set. Next, the path will lead you to a ladder leading down. Take it, and straight ahead, you will see another ladder that you can kick down to create another shortcut to the second blade Nexus. Run across this area to avoid the undead assassin. Once you are ready, return to where we were and you will see a barricade and a cart that you can destroy to clear a path. Ahead, you will see an archer with a fire enhancer near him. From this vantage point, feel free to throw some javelins at the enemies below to lower their numbers. Once you drop down, go right and face an undead assassin that is guarding a water enhancer. Returning to where we dropped and going left, you will see another lone undead warrior standing in a lower platform. Dropping down will cause 2 more undead warriors to spawn, so approach it with caution. Next, climb the stairs near where we fought the assassin. As you reach the next platform, immediately turn left and engage the summoner hiding in the corner before it can raise any undead. Be careful of the other greatsword wielding warrior in this area. Going up the ladder here will lead you to the entrance of a large cave with 2 undead warriors guarding it. Proceed ahead and go down the elevator to reach our third blade Nexus. Now we'll be navigating a dark cave system. Proceed cautiously from the Nexus as ahead a rolling boulder will be coming down from your left. Wait for it to crash into the wall and move straight ahead. Quickly look up and throw a javelin at the summoner standing on the cliff. This area also contains an invisible assassin that might engage you if you take too long to aim. Continue around to face 2 more undead warriors. Then collect the 2 Chaos Cleanse potions and the Chaos Disruption parchment, which allows us to craft said potions. We must now make our way up the ramp with the rolling boulders. As you climb, make use of the natural nooks and crannies of the cave to avoid being hit. There will also be 2 undead warriors attempting to get you and several items for you to get. At the top, you will come to a lever. Pull it and it will make the boulder stop falling. Now backtrack to collect any items that you may have missed. Directly ahead from the lever, you will see a dead body with what appears to be soul tier dust. However, this is a trap and a crypt devourer waits to ambush you. Throw a javelin at the ground to kill it. From here, turn right and you will find a gate. Go through it for a shortcut to the blade nexus in this area. Continuing from where you encountered the crypt devourer, you will be ambushed by a large number of spiders. Let them come to you and engage them one at a time. In the back, a large pot-belly spider will be on some stairs. As you approach it, the nearby spider eggs will hatch, so be careful. I recommend pulling back to deal with these newly hatched spiders, then approaching the pot-belly. Once they are defeated, collect the Poison Summon Scroll and 2 Plague Cleanse potions in this area. Now proceed up the stairs and you will see a lever that will lower an elevator. However, before taking it, go left and you will see an opening that allows you to drop down. At the bottom, you will encounter an assassin. Take care of it and collect the Soul Tier Stone shard at the end of this path. Now let's take that elevator. At the top, we will find the Lamine, who will inform us that this is the Bandit Citadel, which is a sprawling multi-level complex heavily defended by the Knivesveil forces. Here we will find our boss, Maluca. Straight ahead, you will also find the first blade nexus of this section, so go ahead and activate it. From the blade nexus, take the left path and ascend the stairs of a stone structure to reach the second floor where Knivesveil marauders are stationed. Descend the stairs inside this structure and you'll find more Knivesveil fighters and an attack hound. In a corner, you will find the second soulstone of this mission. You can also open an adjacent gate here for a convenient shortcut back to the blade nexus. Next, take the rightward path from the blade nexus and you'll encounter more attack hounds and Knivesveil marauders. Here's an important combat tip. Throughout this section of the mission, you may encounter bandits holding a torch that will ring an alarm bell to summon reinforcements. Use your javelin to kill these guys before they have a chance to ring that bell to avoid being overwhelmed. Behind the wall where this bell is located, you can collect a poison spirit's fuel. Now open a nearby door and eliminate an archer and 2 soldiers. Do not ascend the ladder here just yet. Instead, grab the blue item in front of an NPC to the right. From here, run past the ladder again and at the end, to your right, you will see an opening. Drop down and you will enter a room with several dogs. Take care of them, then open the chest to your left of where you dropped for some loot. Return to the room with the ladder by following the path, then go ahead and climb it. At the top, an archer and warrior will engage you. Take care of them and proceed ahead. Drop down at the end of the path and clear the enemies up the stairs first. Be warned, the floor in front of the archer here will collapse if you attempt to cross it, so use your javelin to take care of him. Now let's backtrack slightly and go down the stairs. Break through the barricade and you will face a Knivesveil destroyer. These are durable, hard-hitting enemies. You will be accompanied by several dogs, so pull them back to the top of the stairs for a more advantageous position. Once they are defeated, return to the area where they were located and collect the 3rd soulstone of this area. We can now make our way to where the archer and collapsible floor were. Here, a wooden path on the right leads to a ledge. Drop from this ledge and open a large wooden door to establish another shortcut back to the Bandit Citadel blade nexus. Returning through the large wooden doors, you will see large stairs leading upward. Before ascending them, turn around and instead take the stairs leading down. Here there's a small room with an attack hound. As you approach it, you will see an archer on the subsequent set of stairs. Also, another Knivesveil warrior and attack hound will engage you. Clear this room to collect a Soul Tier Stone shard from the corpse. Proceed upward to encounter more archers and soldiers. In the second room on the right, you'll find a wooden staircase. At the end of the scaffolding here, there's a poison enhancer. Following the path around this upper level will lead you to face a Knivesveil Slayer, a fast and hard-hitting enemy. Further ahead, you will come to a ladder that you can kick down for another shortcut to the blade nexus. Go ahead and run to the blade nexus if you need, however, make sure to come back to this upper level using this shortcut. From this vantage point, you will see an area with a large statue and several enemies below. Use your javelin to take care of some of them, then drop down into this area. A patrolling bandit with a torch will come into this area. Take care of him before he has the opportunity to alert the other enemies. Enter the building in front of you that is filled with Knivesveil and head left to locate a wooden door with a trap chest. Move away quickly after opening it to avoid damage. Exit this room and enter the one directly opposite to discover a key collectible, the letter from a spy. Return to the entry point and head right to another ramp with rolling boulders just like in the caves. Same strategy applies here. Wait for the boulder to pass, then sprint upward. A room on the right offers temporary safety and houses a Knivesveil destroyer. Continue up the ramp, dodging boulders and collecting a lightning resistance elixir. As you climb up, you will reach another room that contains more bandits and attack hounds. At the top, pull a lever to stop the boulders and release another ladder for a shortcut. In this upper area, you'll find an elite Knivesveil destroyer surrounded by attack hounds. Eliminate the hounds first, then focus on the elite. A small adjacent room here contains 2 willpower orbs. Follow the path through an arch to an area with a fallen statue. This location can become chaotic quickly. 2 Knivesveil bandits may try to ring an alarm bell, summoning numerous reinforcements including a Knivesveil destroyer and flame archers. Use your Javelin to dispatch these bell ringers immediately. In this area, you'll find the mission Soul Jarling. It's hidden within a partially broken down structure on the right. Make sure you collect this. After securing the Jarling, proceed up the stairs and turn left. Clear more enemies, including a Knivesveil destroyer and attack hounds. A small room on the right contains a chest. Exit this room, turn right, facing more attack hounds and a Knivesveil slayer. There's a fire enhancer at a nearby dead end here. Pass through an opening and ascend the final stairs to reach the throne of the Veil Blade Nexus. This is your final checkpoint before the boss. Open the large wooden doors here, which function as a shortcut back to the Bandit Citadel Blade Nexus. Additionally, if you go slightly past these doors and look up to the right, you will find the final Soulstone of this mission. Use your Javelin to destroy it. Alright, and here we are, the culmination of the entire Veil Knives mission. Before opening those large double doors, make sure all your skills are set and consumables are ready, such as Chaos Cleanse potions. For those of you that are Greatsword users like me, I have an extra tip that should make the first phase of the fight a bit easier. Put some points into the Phantom Knivesveil skill if you haven't done so. Part of this skill effect is that after you use it, you will radiate energy damaging nearby enemies while you charge an attack. Maluca in his first phase is very susceptible to this, and if you change your combos correctly, you can stun lock him with this skill for long periods of time. Once the second phase starts, it becomes less effective, so keep that in mind. When you open the doors, you'll trigger a cutscene introducing Maluca, the leader of the Knivesveils. He's a formidable warrior who dual-wields great swords, and his backstory is quite tragic. This fight unfolds in distinct phases and is going to test everything you've learned so far. In the first phase, Maluca's attacks are relatively slower, giving you good opportunities to practice the timing for brink guards and reflections. His stamina recovers actively just like Rankus in the previous mission, so you need to maintain offensive pressure. Maluca begins the encounter the same way every time. He will run at you, then perform his spinning slash combo. He'll do a spin slash followed by a delayed second spin slash. Then he will use his second greatsword combo, which involves a delayed thrust with both great swords, then a delayed double hitting slash, and finally a delayed overhead slam. He will normally follow this with a jumping front kick. In all my attempts, this was always his beginning sequence with little to no changes. He also has a projectile attack where he spins backwards and fires 3 projectiles with different timings. The first 2 are quick, but the third gust is slightly delayed. For the first 2, timing your dodge is pretty easy. However, for the third one, it's a bit trickier. To time your dodge, look closely at Maluca. Right before he launches the projectile, he will raise his head. When he does this, give it a second, then dodge. The next attack is a descending slam where he jumps, spins in the air, and slams down. The range of this attack is deceptively large, so I recommend guarding through it. For his large AoE attack, Maluca will start to glow as he charges it. Then he will slam his swords into the ground, creating a large shockwave. You can interrupt it by hitting him with a heavy attack. You can also block it or just get some distance. For his burst attack, he will do a spinning charge that you can counter. In addition to the standard burst attack, throughout the fight, he will try to taunt you. If you attack him while he is doing this, he will retaliate with a fast burst attack. So you can either keep your distance and throw some javelins while he does this, or you can go in and attack him. Just be ready to counter the burst attack. Throughout this phase, your priority should be to maintain offensive pressure as Maluca can be stun locked pretty easily. At around 70 to 75% HP, Maluca transforms. He becomes much more aggressive and faster, and his attacks can inflict chaos status which reduce your max HP. He often starts this phase with an immediate plunging attack followed by a delayed AoE. I always just perfect dodge the initial plunging attack while gaining distance to avoid the secondary AoE explosion. In my attempts, this was always followed by a deadly Sword Quickdraw. He will put his hands on his hilt, time will slow, then he will perform a lightning fast Quickdraw. I found that the most consistent way of dodging this move was by listening to the sound cue, waiting a second, then dodging. It's important to avoid this move as it does heavy damage and can inflict chaos status. He likes to follow this with an unblockable grab attack where he quickly jumps and grabs with a white glowing sword. You must listen for the sound cue of this attack, then dodge to the sides to avoid it. One of the most difficult things to handle while he has his katana drawn are his combo attacks, which become incredibly complex, including a 5-hit combo involving backflips, ground slices, rapid slashes, and delayed strikes. While it's possible to dodge back and get some distance while he's doing this attack, it's important that you learn the timing of most of the strikes so that you can brink guard them. He also has various 3-hit katana combos with delayed slashes, vertical upward slashes, and spinning slashes. For these combos, if you brink guard the third strike, you will temporarily stagger Maluca. One of his most annoying moves is his teleport slash, where he sheaths his katana, charges, then lunges forward at incredible speed with multiple rapid slashes. To dodge this attack, I look at his sword sheathing animation. Once his sword is fully sheathed, dodge or alternatively brink guard the attack. After he teleports, he normally follows it up with a 180-degree slash that you can avoid by dodging backwards or brink guarding. He typically performs this sequence multiple times before stopping, so you must stay on your toes. At times, he will also try to bait your attack by running at you, twirling past twice, then actually attacking. When he does this, just don't fall for it and get some distance. Furthermore, in this phase, he will add a new airborne slashing attack which involves him slashing around himself, leaping, then performing 2 to 3 huge airborne slashes. It's best to time your dodge here carefully, then get some distance while he performs this attack. If you are ever afflicted with chaos status effect, try to cleanse it as soon as possible. At around 50% HP, he switches back to dual greatswords, but now all his phase 1 attacks are faster and more relentless. While he is pulling out his greatswords, you can continue to inflict damage on him, so take advantage. Once they are out, he will begin with a triple plunge that involves jumping and plunging 3 times with delays. Try to perfect dodge these plunge attacks while staying close to him. I found that his stamina is quite low after this sequence, so if you are close enough to attack him after his final plunge, there is a chance that you can exhaust him, leading to a brutal attack. In this phase, his projectile attacks become much more faster and more numerous. However, I found that they have a shorter and more consistent charge time, which makes it easier to time your dodges. Continue focusing on precise timing for dodges and guards and exploit openings after his longer combos. If you are comfortable performing reflections, I find that the 2 spinning slashes he does with his greatsword are prime targets for this. Successfully landing a reflection will drain about half of his stamina in one shot. And there you guys have it, the complete Veil Knives mission walkthrough. With Veil Knives completed, you can return to the crevice or immediately embark on the next main mission called Devoured Village. I hope you guys enjoyed this walkthrough, and if you found it helpful, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more First Berserker Khazan content. Also, let me know what you guys think about these walkthroughs. What would you like to see me change or add? Leave a comment below. I would really appreciate any feedback that you have. Thank you all for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.